Ted Kowalski grew up in a coal mining family in Pennsylvania. After his father was badly hurt in a mining accident, Kowalski decided he was going to find a safe job, above ground.
When I went to Manville by bus, there was a big sign, "Welcome to Asbestos City." I thought that was the name of the city I was working in, Asbestos City. I didn't know what asbestos was.
Today he knows. His face belongs to an exhibit at Boston University called Breathtaken. It's the work of photographer Bill Ravanesi.
Asbestos victims look very healthy on the outside, but they're really rotten on the inside.
For nearly 20 years, Ted Kowalski worked at the Johns Manville asbestos plant in Manville, New Jersey. Because he was always covered with the white asbestos flakes when he came home from work, his children called him the Snowman. He didn't know that snow was killing he and his family. First, he was diagnosed with asbestosis, then his wife.
He called us in, he put the x-ray on a wall, and he said, "Mrs. Kowalski, this is all you, this is all asbestos." This was the second shock of my life. Here my wife never worked in the plant, didn't step one foot in that plant, and he told her she had 30% asbestosis.
How did she get it?
She got it because I brought it home in my clothing, because our employer used us as their prostitutes. They allowed us, the workers, to bring home their ills to our families.
What do you and your wife talk about these days?
Well, we share our love, the memories of the good days.
Probably half the individuals in the exhibition have died. The youngest that I photographed and interviewed was Father Richard Pankowski, a Maryknoll Seminary priest.
Father Pankowski worked at the Manville plant for a couple of summers during college. He was also a friend of the Kowalskis. By the time he was in this condition, his father was already dead?
2 years prior to this, his father died.
And
this is his mother and two other widows that lost their husbands from exposure to asbestos. This is the last photograph, I guess, of Joe Darabont.
He was a friend of yours?
He was a co-worker of mine. We worked together. Doesn't live too far from me.
On Joe Darabont's wedding day back in the 1940s, he accepted some presents from Kowalski and other workers at the plant. And what's that around him?
That's all asbestos around him, asbestos block, asbestos on his trousers, on his shoes, on his shirt. It's all asbestos.
The town has really has so much asbestos disease. It's everywhere. Ted could walk out on his front porch and just point house after house where people have lost their lives to an asbestos-related disease.
When we first got married, we planned our life. That when our children, we'd have children, when they grow up, we're going to travel the country. The only traveling we do is the doctors, a lot of traveling. They destroyed our whole life.
A year after Kowalski's wife was diagnosed, doctors found asbestos in the lungs of their son. Their two daughters refused to be tested.
Breathtaken, the traveling exhibition centers on 100 oversized color photographs in a 35-minute documentary video by Bill Ravanesi. These images are reinforced by archival photographs from the Johns Manville archives and a suite of pictures commissioned by Fortune magazine in 1934 of the asbestos industry by Margaret Bourke White. Additionally, there are vintage ads of asbestos products from the 1930s and 1940s and a selection of three-dimensional asbestos products sealed in plexiglass. For example, a welder's glove, a broken asbestos shingle, talcum powder, which is frequently contaminated by tremolite asbestos, a toaster, automobile brakes, and an ore sample of serpentine rock, the host rock for chrysotile asbestos. The exhibition includes a wall text narrative that covers a period of time from the 1920s to the present. This essay was written by Paul Brodeur, a senior staff writer at The New Yorker. The essay forms a helix around the photographs throughout the exhibition. The documentary video installation is a montage of interviews with asbestos victims, activists, and researchers, and serves as an introduction to the background of the asbestos tragedy. The exhibition probes the world of asbestos from Asbestos, Quebec, site of the largest chrysotile asbestos mine in the Western world, to a picket line outside the asbestos-contaminated City Hall Annex in Philadelphia. In all, there are 170 framed pieces in the exhibition. The Center for Visual Arts in the Public Interest, a nonprofit organization located in Boston, whose purpose is to merge public health issues with the visual arts, can be contacted for information and booking regarding the breathtaking exhibition.